I mean, it just seemed like there was some uneasiness about answering questions, and I feel like it should be, yeah, let's answer these questions. I mean, public has questions, let's answer them. You know, that's
right.
That's my impression of what we should expect from government. But maybe maybe I should have lower expectations. I'm not sure.
No, I don't think that's it makes me nervous when someone's got a camera on me, regardless of.
Well, I mean, you've done great. Yeah, I mean, you're here to serve the people, right?
So, we all are, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't feel uneasy when I came into the building and you have cameras on me.
That's a good point.
So, I mean, cameras are everywhere.
That's true.
It's
true.
You know, it's 2023. They're everywhere.
All right. Well, let me go get Michelle. Do you have anything else for me?
No, Dan.
Okay.
You've really been great, and I really appreciate you taking the time.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate you keeping an eye on us.
Yeah, thank you. This is a public service.
Good morning, City Clerk's office. This is Mary. How may I help you?
Hey Mary, I'm outside the front door here. I wanted to make a public records request.
A public records request? And your name is?
Foshin.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Foshin.
Could you spell that?
Phoccion.
Phociln?
Cion.
Okay, and you're a Maitland resident?
I am. I'm not sure that even matters though.
Oh, no, not really. I'm just... Okay, someone will be with you shortly. And what was, I'm sorry, what was it in reference to? What record?
I'm looking for some insurance records.
Insurance... What kind of insurance?
This
like company?
I'm looking for loss runs.
Loss runs? Okay, all right. Thank you so much. If you don't mind having a seat for a moment.
Thanks.
Thank you.
It's a cool table. Actually flips down into a table. A little latch there. Maitland Public Library. Old City Hall. Carpet donated to the Maitland Historical Society by Helmus Ruber. Ray Bauer? Ruber, I'm gonna go with. In memory of his wife, Dorothy Ruber. How you doing? This is how it goes though. We've got a locked door. Everything's behind locked doors. It's just cold and not very personable. They want 20 questions on the record, but they don't want to just come on and take the record.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good. Yourself?
Good. I'm Sergeant, Public Information Officer of the city. How you doing?
Good.
So I understand that you had a request for public records.
That's correct.
Could you tell me what it is you're looking for so that we make sure we get it right?
Absolutely. I'm looking for the insurance loss runs.
The insurance what?
Loss runs.
Insurance loss runs. Okay.
It's a standard report through your.
Yeah, I'm assuming our insurance company probably has that. We wouldn't have that, but we would have to ask them for that.
Yeah, sure.
All right. And so if we ask the insurance company, I'm assuming they'll know what that is. Because I personally don't.
Yeah, they should.
They should. Okay, gotcha. And so in that report, then it would be probably an electronic document that we would
I hope so,
share with you.
yeah.
Okay. Do you have a name or email that I
I
can
can
give
give you
to?
an email address, sure.
Okay.
It's letters, letters, of OF,
I'm sorry. Letters.
of OF,
Mm-hmm.
Phocion, PHOCION,
PHO.
yep,
Okay.
CION, at Gmail.
Gmail.com. Okay.
And that's typically run in a 5-year period, the loss runs, but
Is
if
it?
it's not run
That was gonna be my
within
next
a 5-year
question,
period,
so
could I have a
how-
5-year period?
You want 5 years of it? Okay. All right, I'm just trying to cover that, so the insurance company should know what that is, and it should know about 5 years. Is there anything they may ask about?
They shouldn't, once I get the loss run, I'll probably make some more specific requests about claims on the loss run, but I can't ask questions about the claims until I actually see the report, so.
Okay, that makes sense. If it would help, you don't have to anyway, when you ever make a records request, you just ask and we make it happen if
Yeah.
it's available to you. But for clarity, to make it easier, if you're gonna ask other questions and clarity, then you're gonna ask, once you get the report and ask back, is it possible we can communicate via email?
Well, I like to show up to city government and put a face to the name I'm speaking to,
Sure.
and have a more personal relationship with the city, so.
That's perfect.
That's kind of
So
what I'm
this is
looking
me.
Alright.
But just to make sure that all the questions we're getting to the right people and we're getting you the most accurate information, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
If once we get this and get the information and then you have other things, could we then ask you to go through Lori and just use the email?
Well,
Just to
I
make sure.
mean, why, just out of curiosity, why is it that you don't want people showing up to City Hall?
We did. You're here now.
Yeah, no,
you're here.
I understand, but you're telling me that you'd like me to communicate through email.
Oh, no.
And I'm just wondering why.
Just accuracy.
Yeah, why?
Just make sure, because I'm not familiar with insurance stuff or anything.
Yeah, and I figure
And
having a
if you have
conversation
the
with the city
information back,
is the most.
you don't have to by any means.
Yeah.
We can definitely do it in
And
person.
you encourage people to come to City Hall, right, to keep an eye on their government, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Absolutely. This is just trying to make it easier and making sure that when you ask a follow-up question, that we're getting you.
Yeah, I get that, yeah, clarity is very important.
That's all it is. It's just for accuracy. That's all.
Yeah.
And making sure, because like I said, even our city clerk and I'm not insurance people, so we don't know. So you may ask something that we may not convey correctly to the insurance company. But
Sure.
first things first though, loss runs, 5 years, and then letters of PHOCION.
Phocion, yeah.
All right, gotcha.
Now, just out of curiosity, why'd they send the PIO out and not the city clerk? Or a clerk?
One, why does it matter?
Well,
I'm here to be
I guess just.
I'm here to help you out.
I guess just because I'm asking.
Yeah, okay, I'm just here to help you out.
Yeah, no, I
Um,
can, that's obvious, right? You're obviously here to help.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
just curious why they sent the PIO out and not one of the clerks.
Okay, because
It's a
I'm
clarifying
here to
question.
help you out.
Yeah, I get that.
That's all.
Alright.
That's all. I'm a super helpful guy and I want to make sure that we get you all your information
I
and you get.
appreciate that, Robert. So, does everybody get this special treatment that I'm getting?
Anybody who asks for information can get information as long as it's public record. Absolutely, we do that all the time.
Yeah, that wasn't really the question I was asking, but that's okay.
Well, what was the question you're asking?
Does everybody speak with the PIO when they come in here? Or do some people have to actually speak with the clerk? Or a clerk?
Record requests come in many different fashions through different folks. We have different departments. Records requests can come through different departments, like the police department, fire department, come in many different ways.
Sure.
But this morning, I'm just here to help you.
Okay, well,
Because I want to make sure that we're accurate and do it in a timely fashion.
Okay, well, hopefully you do that anyway, but I appreciate the help, Robert,
Sure.
sincerely.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, have a good day.
Sure.
I can read. I can read, Robert. I appreciate you
That's okay. I just.
going through that extra step and
We have
making
police
sure I don't
records
go
and stuff.
somewhere I'm not supposed to go.
Okay. Look, inside.
So how do we speak to somebody from Parks and Recs? Do we just knock on the door?
Is there something I can help you out with Parks and Rec? Because yes, there is, but I'm here helping you anyway, so how can I
Well,
help
yeah,
you with Parks and Rec?
I mean, best to just speak. Are you familiar with everything that the Parks and Recs department has to share with the public?
Let's take a shot. What questions do you have about Parks and
Or
Rec?
can you tell me about all the parks that are available to the Maitland residents?
Yes, it's on the city website at
Do you guys have any
www.itsmymaitland.com.
brochures or anything like that
We
to
don't-
give to the public?
We don't usually have brochures like of all
Usually
the
or
parks.
don't have?
We usually don't have any that I know of. I've only been here about 5 years
Okay.
that we could check.
I think anybody
and
from
then
Parks and Recs might know?
I can email it to you if there is
Well, I'm
one.
standing here, man. Come on. Like you said, you were being helpful. So
Yeah, I am.
So maybe, I mean, is somebody from Parks and is there a reason why you don't want me to talk to anybody that works in this building?
I'm here to
other
help
than
you. I'm trying to help you.
I got that. Okay. Can I speak to somebody from Parks and Recs since you want to
Okay.
help?
I'm helping what is that you need to know. I'm trying to provide you information.
Is there here? Maybe there's just some miscommunication. We're
Okay, so
getting hung up on
you
that.
wanted the
I
park
was
list of
wondering
the
if I-
parks. It's either on the website or I can email it to you.
All right. Is it possible to speak with a representative from the Parks and Recreation Department, or
We
is
can
it
try to schedule a meeting if you need to have that one.
schedule a meeting?
Because they might be busy. I don't know right now.
So is there a reason why you don't want me to speak with anybody that works in City Hall other than yourself?
I didn't say that. I'm trying to help you.
Okay, is there,
What information do you need
is
to
it
know?
possible I could speak with a representative from Parks and Recs right now? Is that possible?
I don't know. I'd have
I
to
know,
check
you,
with
yeah,
them.
go ahead and check. Your help is seeming very restrictive. Yeah. I get it, like he's here to help, he wants to help. But he's also being very obstinate. And I'm not super appreciative of obstinance. And that's the actual city clerk, Lori. So he came down here and, you know, I saw the sign that said authorized personnel only, and therefore I didn't go into that office, but he felt the need to follow behind me and make sure that the door was shut. I was very curious.
Okay, so he's in the middle of something right now, so he can't.
Who was
can't come
that?
out and talk. Parks and Recreation Director is Jay Kahn.
That's who you were just speaking with?
That's correct. And he's
Can
in
I
the middle
add
of something.
can I add to my public records request?
Let me know. What you need?
Can I have a copy of his calendar?
Copy of the calendar?
Yeah, his
Okay.
calendar.
Gotcha. Let me get my notebook because I got to start writing this down. Because I'm going to email you the Parks and Rec stuff. We don't have a print copy of the parks that are available, but it is online, and I think electronically I can get that for you. So let me get my notebook.
Cool. What exactly was he in the middle of?
I'm sorry?
What exactly was he in the middle of?
Middle of work, and he's
Yeah,
in the middle
specifically
of getting
what?
his reports ready.
So a specific report? I mean, you had a lengthy conversation with him, so that's why I'm asking.
Okay, what information can I provide for you? You wanted his calendar and you wanted a list of parks, right? I can email that to you, and I can get his calendar to you because that is public record as well.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I asked for it.
Okay.
It seems like you're being less helpful than you pretended to be out there, is all I'm saying.
What else can I help you with?
What have you got down there so far?
You asked for insurance loss runs for the past 5 years, and I'm getting that for you as soon as your
I'm
insurance
talking
company
about
provides
Parks
that
and
to you.
Rec stuff now.
From Parks and Recreation, you have specifically asked for a list of the parks that I provided you to the city website, and apparently that's where it exists. And then might be an electronic version. I have to get my hands on it, can't do it right at the moment.
I'm
And I
not
will
asking you
email
to
you
do
the
any of
list
this
of the
stuff. Hey,
parks.
let's just
And then you
both
ask for a
calm-
calendar of his
Robert,
activities.
I'm not trying to be confrontational. Maybe we could both just calm down a little bit and have more of a cordial conversation. You seem to be getting a little amped up.
No.
Right? I'm here to
Absolutely
check.
not.
I'm here to just check on my government. It's my
Sure.
civic duty to do so.
Sure.
So, while you said you were just trying to help,
Hmm?
it seems like you're getting really irritated with me, and I just like
Not
you
at
to
all.
just calm down just a little bit.
That's not accurate at all.
Okay.
I'm not
all right. Well,
getting
that's
irritated at all
that's
with you.
certainly the impression that I'm getting standing over here.
No, I'm
Okay?
trying to help you out. So you had
I
the 3
hear that.
requests. Are there anything else that you need?
What was he doing specifically?
He is in the middle of working on some reports that are required for the city, so he's in the middle of
Yeah,
doing
so-
that. I didn't ask him specifically what that was, but he
I'd
doesn't
like
have
to know
time.
which reports they were. That's what I'd like to know, so you can add that to the request. Specifically what reports he was working on
Okay.
at between 11:45 and noon. Because I think you're giving me a line of horse shit. Where it could have been a real friendly and positive look
All
for
right,
the
who's
city of
confrontational? Was it
could've-
me? Was I just, or did you just?
Did I interrupt
did you
you,
just
or
say
did
that?
you? Did I interrupt you, or
All right.
did you interrupt
Hey,
me?
I'm just saying, be nice here.
Am I
I'm
not
trying to help
being?
you out.
Am I not being nice?
All right, so 11:45 a.m.
I'll
You
finish
want to
what-
know what reports he's working
Yeah, I'll
on.
finish what I was saying. It could have been a great look for the city of Maitland to have the whoever from the Department of Parks and Recs to come out and have a friendly conversation about the services the city of Maitland provides to the public. That would have been a great look for the city. But
Okay.
instead you came out and you're telling me whatever you're telling me now, that everybody's too busy to have a conversation with one of the people.
Okay.
We pay a lot of money for these services.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Do you live in the city? I have to ask that. You
You
said
have to
we
ask
pay,
that?
we pay a lot of money.
Yes, we pay a lot of money.
Right, but do you live in the city of
Ma-
Maitland?
Does the city of Maitland take any federal funding?
On certain things,
Does the
there's
city
law
of
enforcement.
Maitland take any federal funding? It's a yes or no question.
I'd have to go back, check, see where we're
Let's
currently
do a
at,
public
but we
records
have in the
request on
past.
that too. Then let's find out if the city of Maitland takes
You're gonna
any
have to be more
federal.
specific. What,
No, I don't need to
what
be more
federal
specific.
funding? Because I
Does
could,
the
I
city
have
of
to go
Maitland
back
take-
years on that.
Does the city of Maitland receive any federal funding?
Okay, I'll just say yes.
Okay, well then that's where we should have started. You tell me I'm being confrontational. All I'm saying is Parks and Rec could have come out and had a pleasant conversation about those services you provide to the public.
Say federal funding, I'll verify that, but I think the
You don't
answer is
need to
yes.
verify it, man. You answered the question. The answer is yes, you do.
Okay.
All right?
Is there anything else I can help
There's
you with?
nothing else, man. Nothing else. Really appreciate your cordial and kind attitude towards one of the people.
Sure. If there's anything else, you got my card, you got my number, just give me a call.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Good morning.
How you doing today?
Doing good, how are you?
Better than I deserve.
Were you dropping anything off today?
No, I'm not. Thank you very much. I noticed that you guys introduced online permitting. Have you noticed a big decrease in the amount of traffic that you guys see in the office? Have you been here long enough to notice that?
Personally, I
We both have been here less than 6 months.
All right. So that sounds like right around the time that the stuff was implemented. So, all right, very good. And what are your ladies' names? And Angel and
Angel and
Isabel.
Isabella.
All right. Have a great day, ladies.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
No.
I was waiting for the elevator and I overheard you speaking about me. So, who you talking to?
Give us just a second. Oh, she's gonna come up.
Appreciate that. And what was her name?
Michelle Rivera.
Michelle Rivera.
Yeah.
And what does Michelle do for the city?
She's the office administrator.
For your office?
Correct.
Appreciate that. Is she gonna be coming from behind me or in front of me?
They usually come back here.
All right, thank you. So are you guys not allowed to talk to the public?
No, we aren't allowed to talk to the public. That's what we're here for.
Interesting. Do you have a card, Angel?
I do not have a card.
Do you have an email address?
Our email addresses are going to be the digital plan email address.
So you don't have an email address?
I have an email address.
What's your email address?
It's going to be my first initial last name. It's on the right here.
No periods in between?
Nope. It's mymaitland.com.
And what was her name again?
Do you have a question?
Say again?
What was her name again?
It's the name tag. Angel
No, the
Rosowski.
woman you spoke with.
Michelle
What's her last name?
Rivera.
What's going on, boss?
Hey, good. How are you?
Oh, better than I deserve.
Good. You been helped?
Yeah, these ladies have been great.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I guess I'm just waiting on Michelle.
Michelle? Okay. She coming to help you on.
Sounds like she's coming to help me.
Okay, perfect.
What were your gentlemen's names?
Dan. Mathis.
You're the director of
Yes. Sir.
community development?
Mhm.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Likewise.
What do you do for the city?
Director of community development.
What, yeah. So what exactly encompasses that that job responsibility, that job
So-
title?
so
What was
we-
this gentleman's name?
It's Barrett Shea.
Barrett Shea.
Yeah.
What's he do for the
He's
city?
a senior planner.
Senior planner. Sorry for interrupting you.
No worries.
So what exactly encompasses the community development position here in Maitland?
So community development oversees planning, zoning, code enforcement, building, permitting, GIS. I think that's it. Business tax receipts.
I don't expect you to know this offhand, but maybe you do. What percentage of city revenue does code enforcement make up?
I don't know. I'm going to say it's very low because our whole goal is to get people in compliance, not so much fine them. So we work with them to get them in compliance. It's very rare that we actually take someone to a fine. I think it's in the 6 years I've been here, it's only happened twice. Maybe.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, good for you guys.
We work with them to get them in compliance.
So do you have more than one full-time code enforcement officer?
Just one.
Just Andy?
Mm-hmm.
So is he, what kind of code, I mean, is he mostly out enforcing building code and stuff like that, or?
He's certified, he's I think level 4, level 5 in code enforcement, which is primarily zoning code enforcement. Building code enforcement, you have to have a whole different set of building trades on that. So he works with the building officials to help enforce the building code, but he can't enforce it himself without being certified and all that.
Gotcha. And you said in the last 5 years, is that what you said? Only
It's
two?
been 6 years. Yeah,
Do you,
6
I mean,
years.
again, I don't expect you to remember this, but do you know what those were? I mean, that maybe you do since they came to a fine.
One of them was building without a permit, and that went on for a while. Ultimately, the fine racked up, and then they went to council and got it reduced down to 10% of the fine, just to cover staff's costs.
So did they have to take down whatever they built?
No, they brought it in compliance. They ended up getting permits for it and then getting it in compliance.
Right on.
The other one, I believe, was a vegetation overgrowth. It was someone that was, I don't remember if they were like really ill or out of state or something, but there was growth in the property that just got out of control. It was after repeating attempts to get them to clean it, you didn't get that. Somebody came and bought the property and cleaned it up. Got the fine.
So I can't remember if it was Daytona Beach or Daytona Beach Shores, but they had some sort of program set up where they would send code enforcement out a number of times, and then once you got to a point, they would send their own crew out to do mowing or whatever to get them in compliance. Is that something that you guys do also?
It wasn't previously. We amended our ordinance a couple years ago that we did add that as a possibility, but we have not had to do that yet.
And is that something that you you would tack onto a utility, enforce, you know, to enforce the payment
You probably just
promptly.
put on the lien on the property.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming out and having a cordial and
Sure.
friendly attitude, man.
Sure.
So, do you oversee Michelle, or
I
does she?
do,
Or,
yes.
So, what exactly was she? What exactly was the problem with these young ladies having a conversation with, you know, a member of the public coming into the office? Because she made a phone call directly to these ladies as I exited, wondering what I was wondering what I was asking about, and wondering if they gave the answers to these questions. So, is there some directive to not have a conversation with members of the public?
No, not at all. We help a lot of public here every day.
Yeah, it's just the public that comes in with cameras that you're more
No,
standoffish with.
we have some come in with cameras, not terribly often, but it does happen. It's these two ladies' first times that has happened.
Okay. Well, hopefully I was nice. I try to
You seem
be. I
very
try to
nice.
give what I get. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been very kind, and so I mean, is it possible to get Michelle out here and just get an explanation for what that was all about? I'm truly interested in what that was about.
Sure. My guess is they could probably help answer, but they probably saw a camera and got real nervous and called her because it's been the first time that they've experienced it.
But certainly they've got training, though, right?
We've talked about it at a staff meeting before.
Yeah.
That it could happen, but again, it's never happened in their time.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously I'm just some guy with a camera, and you don't have to take any of my advice, but you know, it should be a pretty solid piece of that training, since you know it's our duty as citizens to keep a watchful eye on government, right?
Absolutely.
And it's a constitutional right to videotape in public spaces. So,
Right.
you know, they shouldn't be uneasy, or you know, certainly not make concerned phone calls about, you know, there's somebody in here videotaping. You know, it should just be, you know, business as usual. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Right.
just a friendly
No, I
piece of
like
advice
that.
from one of the people. I'm not sure if that matters at all, but
No, I mean, it's good. We probably need to. I don't even know if y'all have been here long enough that we've had a training in our staff meeting yet.
Mm-mm.
We usually do it about once or twice a year, but neither one of them have been here 6 months.
okay.
So,
Is it possible to make a public records request with you?
sure. What you need?
Could I have a copy of that training that you guys go through?
It's really just. It's not any formal training. It's just a verbal. If you see someone come in, it's just part
Go
of
on
the
the road
role.
if you need to give me a call.
Okay.
So there's nothing
You're
formal, unfortunately.
same line, Andy? Same line?
Alright, so it's not any. It's just
Okay.
having a staff meeting, you having a conversation
Yeah, I
with
just wanna
them
make sure it's
about
summarized.
what's
Yeah.
you know.
Right. Right.
Okay, fair enough.
It's one of our many things we go over at a staff meeting.
All right, fair enough. Well, again, Dan, I appreciate you taking the
Sure.
time to have a conversation with me.
Sure. You still need Michelle?
Well, I'd like to. Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, it just seemed like there was some uneasiness about answering questions, and I feel like it should be, yeah, let's answer these questions. I mean, public has questions, let's answer them. You know, that's
Right.
that's my impression of what we should expect from government. But maybe maybe I should have lower expectations. I'm not sure.
No, I don't think that's. I think it makes me nervous when someone's got a camera on me, regardless of.
Well, I mean, you've done great. Yeah, I mean, you're here to serve the people, right?
And we all are, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't feel uneasy when I came into the building and you have cameras on me.
That's a good point.
So, I mean, cameras are everywhere.
That's
So,
true.
It's
Very true.
you know, it's 2023. They're everywhere.
All right. Well, let me go get Michelle. Do you have anything else for me?
No, Dan,
Okay.
you've really been great, and I really appreciate you taking the time.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate you keeping an eye on us.
Yeah, thank you. And ladies, I'm really, sincerely, I'm not trying to cause you any grief or give you any static. I just, you know, it's our civic duty to keep a watchful eye on government.
Sure, no problem.
Hey, Michelle?
Yes.
So, Michelle, I'm not sure how much of the conversation you just overheard me having with Dan or not, but
No, I haven't
Yeah.
heard anything.
I'm not sure if that phone call was coming from you or from Angel here after
They called me.
Yeah, after I left
Yeah.
the office. It just seemed like you were concerned about them answering questions.
Oh
from the
no, I wasn't
public,
concerned. I
so-
just told them that they should answer whatever questions you had. That's
Okay.
all.
All right,
Yeah.
Very good. All right. And
Yeah.
what do you do for the city?
I'm the admin for the director.
Okay, very
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
All right, so okay, very good.
Yeah, they're new, so they called me. They were surprised. So I was like, just answer whatever questions he may have.
Okay, very
That's
good.
it.
Well, I
Yeah.
apologize if I guess I misunderstood
Oh.
the intent of the call. So I
Oh,
I
no,
apologize.
no worries.
Okay.
That's for sure.
All right, very
Thank
good.
you.
Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Have a good day, ladies. The people at the top there. So we're looking at $47 million in revenue. Police department and whatever else public safety makes up is taking about 15 million of that. General government is another 5 million. I got just a general question. This Bigelow house, is that a building that still stands here in Maitland?
Let me verify for you.
Thanks.
Which building are you questioning? That old painting?
The Bigelow house.
That old painting?
Yes, the old painting.
You can go upstairs to the third floor. They can answer that question for you because I'm not sure. Go
Very good.
upstairs and hit the phone that says admin.
Admin?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Thank you for calling City Clerk's office. This is Mary. How may I help you?
Hey Mary, one of the young ladies down in the utility office told me to come up here. You guys would know something about the Bigelow house.
The what house? I'm sorry.
There's a painting downstairs in the main lobby. It's the painting of the Bigelow house.
Oh, Piccolo or P-I-C-C-O-L-O?
It's possible that it was a P, but I'm pretty sure it was a B.
Oh, a B. Bigelow. Okay.
Yeah.
Bigelow. Okay. So you want information about the painting?
Well, no, I don't care about the painting. I wondered
Oh.
if the house was still here in Maitland and if it was a historical building and if it was open to the public.
Historical and open to public. And you're in the lobby at the moment?
That's me.
Okay. Do you mind if I put you on a brief hold? I want to see if there's somebody actually that has not gone to lunch that can maybe address that for you.
I appreciate that, man.
All right. One moment. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for holding. You still there?
Yes.
Okay, I was able to reach Robert Sargent. He is our public information officer, and he will be meeting with you shortly.
Thank you very much, man.
Thank you. Just if you don't mind much.
No worries.
All right, bye.
He's he's not looking forward to this conversation apparently. I don't need to say apparently. I need to say most assuredly.
Hello again.
That's happening, Robert. There's a painting down in the lobby. I don't actually have a request. I was wondering if you had any information about not the painting but the Bigelow house.
Okay, is that like a historic house? Like, was it a picture of an old picture?
It was a big picture of a house on the well, this one doesn't have it. Well, none of them have it.
We do have a history book. Let me grab that real quick. I'll be right
Yeah, I
back.
appreciate that.
Sure.
Hello.
Hey,
Are you being helped?
thank you.
This one I do remember. This is an article I read for social media about John Bigelow and the Bigelow house. Kind of goes over his background and apparently how he was struck by lightning before he was on the roof of the house back in the day.
Well, this place will be the death of me, right?
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting story. As soon as she said Bigelow, I'm like, I've seen that name before. Wait, I wrote about it for social media a while back, and it had to do with John Bigelow and a little bit of history. It seemed like it was a pretty fancy little place.
So
too bad it's not here.
does it still stand?
I don't think so. No. It would have been in the area, if you go down 1792 and you go off to the left, you'll see Fort Maitland Park. That's the east side of the road. Then there is the condos that are next to it. It's like a 9-story building condo next to our Fort Maitland Park. It would have been just in that area.
So that's all I assume, just because of the article that I was just reading, but that's all centered relatively closely to Lake Maitland.
Yes, that's actually on the shores of Lake Maitland. The shore of Lake Maitland is on the east side of where that building would be. And so what it would do, the house was kind of facing what became 1792, which was the main drag of the road. But it also had access to the train tracks too, because people could get off at the train station and go visit the Bigelow house from there. But fortunately, yeah, I read about this one. As soon as you mentioned it, I was like, I've heard that before. That's because I wrote about it.
Well, hey, I apologize for giving you static, but I'm just coming in here I'm not just looking to speak with the PIO. I understand that that's probably what everybody wants, but that's not what the people want.
No, I was just here to help you this morning. That's all.
All right, appreciate that.
Yeah, sure thing.
Have a good day. We're out here today to ensure our natural rights are respected by those who swore an oath to support, protect, and defend the rights of the people. The purpose of all interactions is to peacefully promote government accountability and transparency. Please like, share, and subscribe so this message can reach as many people as possible. I implore you to peacefully seek redress to any and all of your grievances. This is a public service.